again for the mic, and everyone have a great night.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Dr. Day to hang out with us. A lot of Nick here. Love you guys. CC. So, Jenny, do you guys want to get back to the SEC where everything just crashed out?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know about the SEC. I'm just meeting Wolf bio a little bit. Hey, I'm cool, whatever, you know. So, but all I know is that Gensler gave sort of a first clue that he is going to tighten regulations within not just the space, but probably SPACs, probably Wall Street bets. The chairman's not in tonight. GameStop, you know, that whole thing, which I'm reading between the fine lines of what he said. It's going to include cryptocurrency. Now, that's when I believe the Bitcoin community would need to be connected with the DOGECOIN community. The entire crypto space need to band together if we're going to make this work, right? You know, because again, they can regulate it, but at this point right now, I believe David mentioned it either earlier or yesterday. They're too late in the ball game to kill it or even ban it, right? So, but I know for sure that there is going to be a digital dollar, right? So there are folks out there, you know, on Wall Street or off street. They do say that, you know, when the digital dollar goes out, they don't like competition, right? But now I see it that what is the competition? I mean, Bitcoin is digital gold, right? And, you know, and Dogecoin is digital, you know, currency that people love. And it has no owner, but Billy is not the owner. So they can't really grab like Tim Cook or Mark Zuckerberg to come up to Congress and, you know, answer this and that. Billy say, hey, I'm not the owner. I didn't walk away with bazillions of dollars from this, right? So I think of the two utmost, and I get asked this too, because within the community, people know that I trade Bitcoin. I don't hold Bitcoin anymore, right? And Ethereum, I'm a trader, right? In and out. But why am I in it? Why am I all in with Dogecoin? It's because I found that path. And what is that path? That path is of all the thousands of cryptocurrencies out there. And if you guys remember, when Coinbase went public, in their prospectus, they did say that for them to be successful, Satoshi Nakamoto should not appear. Coinbase do not want Satoshi Nakamoto to appear. Coinbase wanted him to disappear forever. Okay? Guess what? That's Dogecoin. Okay? So if any of you all know anyone who is panicking, they don't see 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now, this is not financial advice. Take what I say with a grain of salt, but it is a fact, right? I am sharing facts, right? There is no leader. So how can they shut down something that has no leader? Okay, so they got to deal with the community, and we are the community. Okay, we don't pump and dump. I mean, if you guys attend the last couple of our live sessions, we actually educate. We calm the people. We don't give financial advice. We don't say, you know, again, we don't say, go out and buy them now. We don't say those kind of things. And I bet you within our chats, there are, you know, secret people in here listening to us too, you know. So that's what I take. So when you see news from Gary Gensler, Yellen, the SEC, which for sure they're beginning now to start cracking down on these kind of market manipulations or whatever the case may be, depending on the news. But I would suggest everybody stay calm. If you're in Bitcoin or Dogecoin, that's the two utmost best traits of these two tokens in the entire space. So that's my take on it.
Jenny, first off, very nice meeting you for the first time as well. And that was an incredibly deep insight. I like how you point out that you're speaking facts, because you are. Absolutely. Just a little bit more insight on the SEC stuff. I was doing some research while you were talking. Just so everyone knows, right now, altcoins like Doge are not considered securities. This is the whole deal with SEC. They are tradable financial instruments used to raise capital, and that implies that the price of security is tied to the valuation of a company. Because when SEC and its jurisdiction were first defined, cryptocurrency wasn't around. So all that means that basically means that the SEC cannot currently, they can't charge people like Elon Musk for market manipulation. Because when it comes to this, an altcoin, which is not considered security compared to security, the laws are much less stringent. So they actually can't like, when this is literally when I was tweeting, oh, the SEC is going to charge for market manipulation Twitter Spaces, they cannot legally do that right now. Now there's all these tweets going out there, and there's all this stuff that he's putting out there, but the only way that they could even make a case is they have to prove malicious intent. And the last thing I see right now is malicious intent. So what it really hinges on with me right now is XRP. So I don't think that the SEC has been successful in their case against XRP. Look at the price of XRP if you want to take a look at another crypto that's flown. If they were to be successful in their case against XRP, that could lead to potential investigation into DOGECOIN tweets, but again, not into DOGECOIN itself. It is a altcoin that is not considered a security. So right now there is no legal jurisdiction to shut that down. So just from the legal perspective for everyone.
Totally with you, Wolf. And I'm just going to add, a piece to that, is that XRP, while it does look like it is winning right now, right? But the bottom line, the role of the SEC is that if you raise money, the word is raise money, it is considered a security, period. You raise $1, $100, look how much money did XRPs raise. So here's the thing, and I have been following the XRP Ripple case very, very closely. Okay, if XRP and Ripple, or they're saying, they walk away in this case, it is huge, right? Because they did raise millions and millions of dollars. Therefore, there would be a security, right? So, but they do have a lot of money, and they have great teams of lawyers with them. I mean, dozens of them. And so, if they ended up winning, or if they were to, if the SEC came out and say, all right, we're just going to fine you and keep doing what you're doing, that's a win. Then that's a huge win for the entire space. But as of right now, if you guys would have asked me, what do I think? Are they going to win? I'm right there at 50-50, because it's kind of fuzzy, because they did raise a lot of money. So therefore, the definition of raising money is a security. That's the only part that I'm stuck at, is because right there. So, but then keep in mind, you guys, what Wolf said. That's why Elon continues to do what he does. But if you keep an eye on Elon's tweet within the last, say, 2 to 3 months, he's a lot more reserved in what he said. Like, he would tweet like a picture of a dog and a moon. So basically, he would tweet things, and it's up to us to define the definition of his tweet. Whereas if you were to go back years ago, or like when he started doing like CEO of Doge or whatever, his tweets were more like buy Doge or whatever. But he's a lot more reserved. I'm assuming his attorneys told him to scale it down. So that's why he knows that our community, the Doge community, is super smart. Where if he tweets something, we will, just like Matt, I think, is he in here? I mean, I think he's gone, but we can dissect his tweet, So I don't think tweeting is a problem, unless if you're like out there every single day, which I won't mention any names, but side that I don't like. They're more aggressive. They're more in your face of like, buy this, buy this, buy this. So I don't know. And some of those guys, they do manage funds. So that's the part I don't get at all, right? So will the SEC go after them? That's something for us to see. But Elon doesn't own Doge, or that's what I've heard. Either Little X does, or I heard he doesn't don't own Doge. Because people are saying out there that Elon owns so much Doge that he's pumping it for his own good. The latest that I heard is he doesn't. He doesn't own Doge. Maybe he has some for Little X.
He wants it for his kid, right?
Exactly. So we need to debunk that news that Elon is pumping it for his own bag. That's incorrect, right? Because he doesn't. Okay. So maybe his little kid does, right? The little baby. But other than that, we do have to prepare. Regulations are around the corner. But what does that mean? Probably nothing. It's probably gonna give Bitcoin the entire space a lot more volatility. There's going to be up days, there's going to be down days. But here's one final thing I wanted to say, right? Look at Bitcoin 12 years ago, right? To some of those people who bought it at $100, $500, or whatever the case may be. Now it's almost $70. Well, actually, it's $55,000 today, right? And there's a lot of stories. So I'm not telling you guys anything. I'm not telling you guys to hold. I'm not telling you guys to sell whatsoever. But who knows what could happen 5-10 years from now? I mean, not even 5 or 10 years, 2 to 3 years from now, right? We saw Doge went from 6 cents to like 40 cents in a matter of 1 or 2 days, right? So who knows? It could be $5, $10, $20. Yes, the market cap is going to be huge. But, I wanted to say this yesterday too. Everybody's talking about the market cap of Doge, right? If you go on Wall Street and you pick some of the largest popular stock, there are some stock that has a very, very huge supply of stock too. And there are some stocks that has a very small supply. So the bottom line, Billy said it so accurately, that it's based upon demand and supply, and it is based upon what we want to pay for it. So if there are a lot of believers, there are a lot of us believing in it, then the price is still going to rise. But if all of us, we don't believe it at all one day, and we all jump out and sell it, then it's going to crash. But at the end of the day, everyone who invests in cryptocurrency, regardless if it's Bitcoin or Dogecoin or shitcoin, okay, there are risks. Don't put money that you cannot afford to lose, okay? So that's the education, and that should be spread out there as is. It's like a gambling casino. We know it's gambling, including Bitcoin is gambling, okay? So that is that. So if you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. That's it.
I love how you put that together, and it's past 1 a.m. by me. But thank you so much, DogeCoin Rise, Christine, Jenny, for educating the masses and providing this. It's so fascinating form of education, everything. And DogeCoin Rise, I hope I'm very excited for the Doge Father, and I hope to be on that space. Hopefully with the chairman and stuff, DM'd with the chairman. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, we're having a pre-SNL party with Wall Street Best Chairman on Saturday. We will put those times out later for those listening. Thank you for joining, Wolf.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely. And also, for that, I don't know if anyone checks my page, I do a ton of graphic work for all spaces. So I think I'm going to make a dope graphic for the Doge Father space. Maybe we'll throw that up.
Awesome.
Much appreciated, Wolf.
Got you. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.
Bye.
Hey, so I brought up Newton. How you doing, Newton?
I'm doing great. Hello. Hi.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's 6 a.m. here in Lagos, Nigeria.
Nice. How is the popularity of Doge in Nigeria?
I mean, a lot of people out here are trying to get educated about it. I mean, Bitcoin is very popular and Ethereum, but right now everyone is looking out to see what Doge has in the future. A couple of celebrities here in Nigeria. I think yesterday Davido, one of the biggest Afro-pop star artists in Africa, tweeted about Doge, and everybody has been like, "What's Doge?" So it's great to see we have a community like this, and I'm so happy, super excited to be a part of it. Like the topic says, do not panic. Tell a couple of friends not to panic. As much as I don't encourage them not to sell or to buy, I just try to tell them not to panic.
Very important that we push the narrative of not panic selling, and also for people to be responsible of their own decision when they make these financial moves.
Yes. Yeah. So sorry, you asked a question earlier, like what you want to talk about. So I mean, aside the fact that telling people to not to panic, and XNL does not have anything to do with Dodge, or I mean, after NSL there's still gonna be Dodge. Before in XNL there was Dodge, and Dodge does not depend on whatever tweets Elon actually put out there. So I mean, Dodge is the whole community. We are Dodge basically, since like someone said, it doesn't have a founder, it doesn't have an owner, sorry, that's having a bulk beneficial on it. So, but basically, I feel we should be able to pull out words of more people investing into Dodge. For example, if we could be able to purchase Apple Music, we could be able to subscribe on Apple Music with DOGECOIN. I mean, a lot of people will enjoy it. This is something they say is for fun, so we should be able to use it for fun stuff, right? Anyone's there? Hello?
Yeah, it kind of cut out.
Hello?
Yeah, could you hear us?
Hello? Yes,
Hello?
yes. I was done talking. It's like there was a glitch.
Oh, okay. Does anyone have anything to add? Hello?
Yeah, we could hear you, Christine. No, I don't have anything to add. Just thank you, Nguyen, for joining us and dropping that knowledge.
Yeah, and I'm super excited that in Nigeria it is getting some buzz around there. It's super exciting that Doge is being known all around the world.
David or Jenny, do you guys know anything about the news about how they're trying to stop trading crypto in Nigeria and some other foreign countries?
I am going to say this, and I know I'm going to be repetitive. They can't stop this. They can't stop this. I'm going to say it one more time. They can't stop this. No matter what they do, they just cannot stop cryptocurrency. It is way too deep now, period. You know, every single time I hear somebody's going to try to stop cryptocurrency, I laugh now because there is no way to stop it. People will get around it. People will continue to go ahead, especially sovereign countries, third world countries will find a way to use cryptocurrency to make transactions or to send money to those that need it. Period. It's just, that's it.
It's the way to freedom, and you cannot remove freedom from a man. So
correct. And somebody mentioned, I think Jenny mentioned that we all have to come together as a space. Absolutely, 100%. The space needs to come together. I've been preaching about this for years. We need to come together as one
And look, the U.S. dollar is not going anywhere. And that's, I like to be honest with my stuff when I talk. I don't believe the U.S. dollar is going to go extinct. I think we're years upon years away from that ever happening. I do believe, though, once we have the digital dollar, that, Bitcoin, Doge, and other digital assets will play nicely alongside of it. But I don't see a replacement. Not yet. Not yet. That's really.
David, are
way
you
too much work to do.
Say that again.
I think she asked if you were asleep.
Yeah, I thought you was going to sleep.
No, you know what it is? Like, the pollen is hitting me, and my voice. I hope my voice is there for tomorrow, man. So, Yahoo Finance, Fox Business, and then there's another one. So, I hope I'm gonna drink massive tea to make sure that the voice is.
and some honey?
I sound like I'm 98.7 Kiss FM. We got the next track coming on.
I was gonna say, like, why do you have like a bedroom voice on?
Christina, I saw you in here, and I was like, let me get my voice on. No, I'm kidding.
You're practicing your voice for Fox News tomorrow. Don't use that voice, bro.
Yo, listen, check this out, y'all.
You're listening to Dogecoin Rise.
Yo, I'm straight up going on, like, listen to me right now. Dogecoin is the movement, period, and the segment. Like that's how I'm going on. And that's how I'm ending it within 5 seconds.
Oh my god. Go drink honey.
So I brought up Isaac. How you doing, Isaac?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
We're doing good, man. So are you a Doge holder?
Yeah, I'm in Doge right now. I've been holding on for like 2 months right now.
That's pretty good. How'd you get into it?
So I got into it by like one of my friends was telling me about Doge. So I looked into it, and then I'm like, okay, because this is my first time about crypto personally, and I just started like investing in it. I started seeing it going up, and like I started seeing Elon Musk start tweeting about it. So I'm like, okay, let me just give this a look, and I put in like a couple thousand, and I'm kind of up a lot right now, so I'm feeling good.
That's pretty good. I do see you play for UFC. How are players taking it with the whole professional athletes accepting cryptocurrency in their contracts?
There's this one athlete, I think he was on the Seahawks, the O-lineman. He got his check into like Bitcoin, and I've heard he's made like double the amount he had. He signed like a $7 million contract, and now he has like 14 million. And personally, I feel like if the NFL could do that with Doge, I would honestly probably just do like 50% of my contract into like Doge and just go from there,
David, what's that player that did some of his contract in like Doge, Bitcoin, and I believe Litecoin or Ethereum? It was Russell. No, the one who did it with Blockfolio this past. Oh, draft. That's Isaac knows. This is that was Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Was he a nightmare to go against? Did you play against him or no?
The only time I ever got to play against him was when we went to the opening, and that was like a 7-on-7 tournament in like Eugene, Oregon. And the only thing I had against him was the interception.
Nice.
Yeah, that was smooth right there.
What season are you in? Like your junior, sophomore year?
I'm going to my junior year, my redshirt junior year right now. So this is draft season right here.
That's it. Nice. He's ready. You can tell.
Are you excited for Doge and like what it brings to like professional athletes?
Yeah, I'm excited for Doge because like that's just another way to make some money for all of us. So I can't be mad about that.
Right. I love it. Also, to add a little bit to what David said earlier about banning, did you guys know that if there is a ban, guess what it does to the price of anything? Take a wild guess. Goes up or goes down?
I'm guessing it locks it.
Say what? Actually, it should go. It should go up. I think there's a story on Google. Google it. There's some country that try to ban Bitcoin, and it actually skyrocketed. You know, so don't take it from me. I believe I read it somewhere. It's on Google. So Google it, search for it. It's out there. Again, not investment advice, but we're not talking about ban. Oh, we're on the subject of banning, right? But that I'm like David. I don't think it's possible. I think it's too late now, especially DeFi, NFTs. I mean, it's a wild forest out there for them to stop. They can't stop now.
And everyone wants the forbidden fruit too. We just need to look at what happened when they did put the explicit lyrics label on albums. The sales skyrocketed. So.
You know, when you tell somebody they can't have something, they'll find a way to get it.
Yep.
And there's gonna be a country or two that they're gonna see everybody else banning it. Then they're gonna say, "Hey, well, we open ourselves with cryptocurrency. Everybody's gonna flock to that country." You know, so the world's too big. They can try to regulate it, especially the cryptocurrencies that have raised money and did not register themselves as securities. Those are gonna be hit for sure. But other than that, Bitcoin did not raise money. Litecoin did not raise money. Though Litecoin, I'm not going to say it here, but there is a dark horse to Litecoin too, if you dig deep enough. But that's all I'm going to say about Litecoin. Bitcoin is clean. Dogecoin is clean. Billy is clean. Okay. So those are the two things. If you guys gonna walk away with from tonight's chat, that's all you need.
I have a quick question for you, Jenny. So I know a lot of people from New York have trouble trying to find platforms to trade on. Why is New York different from other places?
Well, you know, I read a news that New York is trying to ban, and it is the word ban. They try to ban mining of Bitcoin. Okay, it was actually, I have it right in front of me here. It's from the Independent, and it's literally saying the title is New York wants to halt Bitcoin mining until its environmental impact is assessed, right? So the word here is still wants, WANTS. It's not the law. They want to do it. So the media jump all over it and put it out. So we can call that a FUD, right? So, but New York, you know, I mean, every single state has its own laws, right? So of all the states, I would believe New York should be the least, because some of the largest crypto companies are actually in New York. Gemini, I believe ETHERIUM. Let me know if I'm wrong here, right?
Ethereum's here in San Francisco, Jenny.
A branch of it or the headquarter, right?
That's a good question.
So yeah, don't you got to dig deeper, okay? It depends on where they domicile, which is where they incorporate themselves, right? So I don't know how to answer your question there, though, you know, because I'm not a lawyer. I know each state, they have their own rules and regulations and laws. But at the end of the day, the biggest that we would probably have to concern with is it doesn't matter of each state, they still got to follow the SEC. They got to follow the SEC, they got to follow FinCEN, FINCEN, and and if there's any fraud, manipulation, money laundering, that's the DOJ, right? So um you know I think we just play it cool day by day. We all know the rules and regulations are around the corner. Okay. But what can they do? Right now, the best thing that they can do is they're going to go after cases like Ripple, XRP. Those who do own Ethereum, I know you guys are like dancing right now, but dig deep. Ethereum did raise money too. Okay, so I'm just putting that out there, right? So those are going to be the cases that they're going to go after. I don't think they're going to shut down Ethereum. Ripple, maybe. Again, I'm 50-50. Ethereum is too big now, so they're probably going to rather fine Ethereum, take a bunch of money, and then just leave them alone. But but other than that, the SEC has limits to what they can do too. And for anybody to shut down, like David was saying, to shut down the entire cryptocurrency space, that's going to be a hard sell.
Yeah, the only thing really that the SEC can go after is not legit blockchain. It's more like tokens, because those are having an organization around them.
Guys, so I brought up Adele on the stage, and she DM'd me a question. So this might be for Jenny or Nick. Go ahead, Adele.
Hi.
Okay, Adele.
I hope it's not static. Is my mic fine?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Because it was playing up earlier. So basically, it's basically more this question or topic basically is just about, I guess, like helping the newer people coming out into DOGECOIN that are, getting scared out of it, I would say. Basically, I've seen stuff on Twitter where people, comment about DOGECOIN and they come in saying that it's, obviously bad and you're making a mistake to buy it because it's going to crash the economy, and then like if DOGECOIN becomes the new currency and all that food's going to cost too much and all that sort of thing, and then like fear tactics. So I guess like I'm bringing up the topic, and hopefully you guys could like explain to like the newer people coming in that it's lies and to not listen to it and all that sort of thing. Like I just think it's false rumors being spread around, which is obviously not good.
Yeah, like you told me, people are scaring people a bit too much about Doge, and I think all of that comes down again to education. Spread the truth about it. Educate people around you so they're not afraid when they see stuff like that. That's what is the most important. And well, like I said before, the fact that the community is getting together to do that and be able to make a portal to centralize that kind of information is going to make it easier to direct people if they have questions that, for example, you don't know about if it's true or not. They're going to be able to kind of verify that on their own and see who is backing that up, to enhance the trust. So, and that's just a small step, and everyone can do their share in that. So that's what I think about.
I think that's the big thing as well, because people like see that like it's going to crash the economy, and people that don't know about it are going to be like, really, is it? oh, I better like sell out, or I better not buy in. You know what I mean? And like, so that's why I'm sort of bringing it up, because I just think people need to, like you said, do their research and read more into it. And I think that's hard when like new people are coming in, though, like they just don't know whether to believe it or not.
Just like when they said there's no development going on at the Doge level and stuff like that. Jenny, you had something to say about it?
No, I'm joking. But Adele, can you repeat why people are saying it would crash the economy? I missed that part.
Well, I don't know exactly why they're saying it, but like people, I guess, are saying I bought some Dogecoin, for example, and then like somebody else comes in underneath and they'll be like, oh, it's people like you that are going to cause the economy to crash and make food prices go up. You know, and I see comments like that, and I'm just like, that's not okay, because they're putting first it's aggression, and secondly it's like obviously haters and stuff like that, and they're putting the fear into like these people that might not know, you know, any different because they're like new coming into it.
Okay, so here's my thing. The next time when someone goes to you and said, because of you, you're gonna cause the economy to crash. By crashing the economy. I mean, we're literally, it's the biggest era of our generation in terms of the transfer of wealth. I mean, there are so many millionaires being made every single day. Absolutely. In the Bitcoin area, there's plenty of billionaires being made every day.
There's millionaires that have been made in the Doge space.
Exactly, tons of them.
So I think that it's people that just don't know what they're saying. They're going to say whatever they heard from somewhere else and whatever they believe. But if Bitcoin can be 60... not raise the price of meat. It did not raise the price of food. Like, I don't know where that's coming from, and that's the most BS thing I've ever heard.
And here's the best thing is, you know, to respond to those kind of people. I would take a tweet from David. I know he left the room, but he tweeted this today, and I'll read it. And it's one of the best tweets that I've read. He said that you hate Doge because you didn't get into it when it was under a penny. We get it. No one cares. No one cares, though. Move on. So that was David's tweet, right? They're just haters because they're not in it. You know, so the you know, on the Bitcoin side, they call them buds. You know, it's just another, you know, people
saying that stuff, I guess, to try and make them sell out and go into like whatever they're in. That's what I'm thinking, because like I can't wrap my head around why they would say, oh, you know, if you get into Doge and Doge becomes the new currency, oh, that means food's going to go up and everything's going to cost more. And I'm sitting there like, how? Like in my mind, I'm like, that doesn't make sense, you know?
I'm very curious to what how the space was around Bitcoin when it was rallying from, you know, $10 going up or whatever. As it was going up, was it very similar with all these bashers and food and like the meat and everything go up? And,
I'm fairly new.
Jenny, you were around with Bitcoin, right? Like, was it very similar when before it went parabolic, or how was that?
Well, I got into I got into the Bitcoin space, crypto space, kind of a little bit later than some of my friends. I know some friends who's been in it like years, like 2012, 2013, 2014. I didn't get into it until like 2016. I started to buy some, you know, but I started buying a lot when it literally crashed in 2018. Right?
Nice.
But I'm totally all out now. But I believe that there is logistic, Adele, between what they're saying, and this is factual news here that I'm sharing, that crypto trading volumes did boom while the stock market, the volumes in stocks and derivatives have tumbled. Now, that is a fact. Go Google it. It's from the Financial Times.
So
right?
there's that money, the volume in crypto is affecting stocks. So stocks,
Right.
The
They,
economy.
yes. So the old people, we call them boomers and whatnot. Hey, that used to be my family. And I say used to be my family, right? Because I was on Wall Street, right? But it's like fashion, I mean, I think it began with the millennials. They love Bitcoin. They still love Bitcoin. A lot of Bitcoin maximalists are millennials. Dogecoin, actually, a lot of Dogecoin are Gen Z that are behind the Dogecoin, but Gen Z has a lot more variety from boomers, Gen X, all the way down to Gen Z. But Bitcoiners, except within the last year, when you see a lot of institutional Visa and stuff like that, they all came in. But prior to that, it was the era of the millennials that literally jump into Bitcoin, and they believe it with all their heart. So a lot of them are still believing it, and that's great. But if you guys were to Google it, right, the exact title of the Financial Times, okay, that came out yesterday, and the title is Crypto Trading Volumes Boom as Activity Cools on Stock Markets. So there are haters right there. So maybe because of that, they have actual numbers now. They have datas now.
Yeah,
so
Bitcoin can get to 60,000, and we're still here, and the stock market is still here. Like, please.
yeah, so. But the world is changing. I mean, the pandemic, the COVID, everything is changing. I mean, everybody's canceling their lease. They're not. I mean, large Fortune 500 companies, they're not renewing their lease, and they're adapting to all of their employees working from home. The world is changing. It's a new form of currency. The people are taking over. Communities are taking over. So they got.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 second, because
Sure,
I
go
don't
for
want to turn our speaker, not our speaker, our voice back on, but she just wants to let people know that she's driving. Okay.
Say who?
Adele. Oh, the speaker. She's driving. Adele's driving.
Oh, Adele is driving. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. But that was it. She asked it, so that was
so I'm driving.
My thought from that.
Yeah, okay. But I'm glad that you asked that. And then if there's anyone in this room that did think that people buying into Doge and Doge being like basically the number one trending cryptocurrency, and the more you buy there, it's going to cool off the stock market, and therefore we're going to get charged more on the meat and food or whatever it was saying, like, Bitcoin went to $60,000, like, and it's going further even. So, like, if the stock market is still here, we're still here. I think whatever happens, we're all going to be fine. So that's that. And then
also don't believe everything you see or read on the internet.
Right.
No, and the final thing that's on the micro and macro side, I'll say, it's called inflation, and definitely the entire crypto space, including Bitcoin, I believe as of yesterday, it's $2.3 trillion. Okay, that compared to the federal government, how much they've been printing since the pandemic broke out last year, is no comparison. Okay, so the person who was asking Adele doesn't know what the heck he or she was asking. I mean, the cost of inflation would have to be from the money printing of the federal government, which is a gazillions of trillions, right?
A stop.
Exactly. The entire crypto space, okay, is only about 2.3, let's just say $3 trillion. I mean, that's nothing compared to what the Federal Reserve did. So, and inflation is caused by what too much money is out there. Okay, so again, as you can see, education is key. When you don't know the facts, when you're not on top of your knowledge, okay, you're gonna be scared and you're gonna be spooked by those who gonna fear you. They're gonna scare you because they're not in it. The reason why they're there to scare you because they don't have the gains that you have, right? But if you learn and if you're knowledgeable, if you know these things, you can always talk back and say, hey, you're wrong because of this and that. That's why knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is extremely powerful. Knowledge gives you the strength, the to stand on your own 2 feet and only believe in real news, not fake news, not a Joe Blow, whatever, off of anywhere to come and tell you, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. So no, don't make investment decisions based upon those kind of people because you will never succeed.
Yeah, they just want to hold you down. I think we have another speaker here before we close everything off, right? Gavin, did we hear from you already?
Not yet, no.
Hi. Do you have any questions for any of us at all, or any comments on Doge?
I was just going to mention, I've been in crypto for like over just about a year now. And as far as Doge, I've only been in that for like about 2 to 3 months because I just wanted to do my research and get a better understanding of what it really was. And then I saw Elon Musk, how he was tied into things. And I'm just glad I got into it, and I think the community is great because I think it has a lot of potential also. And being an athlete, I think spreading that through my platform, being an athlete, I think is great because the more athletes that know, the better off it will be. I think the sky's the limit.
That's awesome, Gavin. Thank you. And then you said you're an athlete. Is there a lot of buzz around where you are about Doge?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm at Sacramento State right now. And yeah, there's a lot of people on my team who have invested, and there's still a few who I'm trying to get to invest. So they're definitely being talked about for sure.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Gavin, for sharing everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Gavin. So before we close out, because we've been here for a couple hours now, Nick, is there anything that you want to put out there or have anything else to say?
Well, I think I'm good. Other than if you have any question, feel free to follow me and ask them to me in DM or anything. I'll be free to answer them after, or I'll note them down. And if we have enough, then maybe we can do another one like this with another DOGECOIN rise like this. So I can answer them.
Yeah. So for those who don't know Nick, or who entered late, Nick is he works with the development team with DOGECOIN. That's why we made this special space for him, just so he can answer any technical questions the community had, because he had a lot of good questions being asked, and we just thought it would be great to answer them and share them with the community as a whole.
Also, bear with me. I'm not used to that kind of stuff. It's my first time ever. I've been on the internet for like more than 20 years, and it's the first time I ever do a live. So
you did awesome. Don't even worry. You did awesome.
You did great, Nick.
You did pretty good, Nick. So
well,
no
thank
worries.
you very much. I was stressed a lot before, to be honest, because it's like going making a play and before you enter the stage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get better with time. I swear.
Yeah, you did awesome. You did super awesome. Thank you, Nick, and thank you for what you do for DOGECOIN and dropping knowledge on all of us and our listeners on the future of DOGECOIN and what you guys are doing in development for DOGECOIN.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I think.
So final thing, everybody in the room. I think the Rise and I spoke earlier. We're gonna skip tomorrow, meaning that we're not gonna do a live tomorrow, so we can rest, so we can do the pre-show on Saturday. Is that right, Rise?
Yeah, so we'll be doing a pre-show maybe an hour before SNL. We're not going to be going for too long. We just want to get the community warmed up for SNL in case something does happen, which we're all 100% sure it might happen with Elon mentioning Doge.
What time are we going on? And it's a chairman.
So it'll be the chairman. No, we won't be watching SNL live. On live, we'll be doing Wall Street Bets and a live space together before SNL just to get the community hyped up and stuff like that. So one more thing I do want to mention before we end this room is Ben Baller did a podcast with Billy, the creator of Dogecoin. For those who didn't know, I put up a tweet. It's pinned to my profile. So if you guys want to go ahead and listen to that podcast and retweet it, share it out. It's a great podcast episode. Billy answered a lot of great questions and told his story on his creation and stuff like that. So make sure you guys share and engage with that.
Yes, and Billy was the founder of Dogecoin, in case you guys didn't know. So.
He's finally verified on Twitter, as Ben said he would make happen, and he made it happen in less than 24 hours.
Rise, you need to get verified, bro.
It'll happen one day.
Tell Ben, bro.
We'll let it happen organically.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And today was a milestone for Dogecoin as well. If you guys didn't know, American Cancer Society tweeted out today that they accept Dogecoin for donations. So them acknowledging that is such a milestone, and it was really jaw-dropping. So make sure you guys go to American Cancer Society and retweet that. And we will see you guys again pre-show with the chairman and Rise, Jenny, Doge Drip, and Movement, and all of us. Thank you so much, Nick, for coming, and good night, guys.
It's a pleasure. Bye.